What is up, you guys? It is BrickLetter18 here today, and I'm so excited because in this video, I think I'm going to be buying some old vintage Lego sets. Yesterday, I found this guy selling this Lego set number 4022, the Lego boat. I thought it was pretty cool. He listed it for 35 after listing it for 50. Definitely not worth 50. Honestly, not worth 50, 35 even. So I emailed him and I said, hey, would you do 20 for this? And to my surprise and my delight, he actually said yes. Upon looking at that, I actually went to look at his profile and I noticed that he had a bunch of other Lego sets for sale as well. It looks to be a bunch of old Lego sets that were from like the early 90s, late 90s that I just thought would be pretty cool. And I figured, hey, maybe he'll do a bulk deal for them all. So I sent him a message and asked him what sets he still had available and if he'd be willing to do a little bit of a discount, and he got back to me really fast. All right, you guys, so I've been messaging the seller back and forth now. He sent me a bunch of pictures of the sets. It looks like a pretty good deal. I ran some numbers of what he was asking for on BrickLink, the set names, what he got it listed for, and what the BrickLink USD would be. So I worked out an offer with him, and I think I'm pretty comfortable with it, so I'm going to head to his place now, and I'm going to pick it up. All right, you guys, let's head there now, and hopefully I'm getting a good deal. All right, you guys, I secured the bin there. Very excited about it. One of the windiest nights here in Toronto. All right, you guys, I got the sets now. You guys just saw that. I'm excited to get home and check them out and make sure everything's good. They look a little bit more yellowed possibly than I was hoping for, just some of them, but I won't be able to tell. I was looking on the outsides, like out here in the dark. So I'll have to take them back home and just hope for the best. Back in the Lego room now, I've got the Rubbermaid bin of all the sets in it. Honestly, side note, one of the best parts about buying used Lego is all the free bins that you get with it. But I'm very excited to open this bin up and show you what's inside. So the seller did do his best to try and keep everything separated, which I do appreciate. And I'm going to start pulling it out now and kind of really get to see what I got. So I'm definitely going to wash everything in this bin just because I think the Lego is a little bit dirtier than I would want to, like, use it. But for starters, let's just start pulling it out. So the first one is this Lego system set. Where is the set number on it? I don't even know, but it is this bonus. It's got a bonus race place included. It's called the Rally Racers, 192 Lego pieces. What an interesting Lego box, as you guys can see. This is my first time I've ever seen one that's like a triangle, which is pretty cool. So I'll set that to the side. In here, we've got some Blacktron space sets. I believe they're Blacktron or some kind of thing, but yeah, you guys can see. This one looks pretty good in condition, but it's just, like, it's so dirty. These are going to need such a good washing in the bathtub. I have this Lego Systems one here, which is this boat launch, which I'm really excited about this one because it's got a boat and a dolphin and stuff like that. That's probably a really expensive piece. This is set number 6338. This is a very, very, well-preserved instruction manual. I think all the parts for this one are in here as well. This is part of the road plate. Like, look. It is just so dusty, like you guys can see there, brutal. So I don't want to contaminate the rest of my Lego collection with this, but like here you guys can see this is the boat here, and I can't tell if it's just like that dirty or if it's yellowed, but it honestly might just be that dirty. Like, look at, that's brutal. Like I don't ever want my Lego collection to get like this, but it might not be in too rough of shape other than the dirt on it, but we'll have to see when I do some more deep diving in there. But on the inside here, we've got a bunch of the parts, including the Lego Dolphin, which is pretty sick. So that's awesome. So I'll go through these parts in a little bit more. Of course, we've actually got the boat here, which is what started this haul video, which is really exciting. This one here looks awesome, very heavy. Looks like a heavy duty, and again, can't tell if the pieces are a little discolored or just in really dirty condition, but it's okay. And this one also comes with the instruction manuals in like pretty good condition. This is set number 4022. This is why I keep instructions in boxes, friends, because it's so fun, especially if I'm buying these used, to get these. There's a box here which is really exciting. This is the Lego Systems boat 4002. It is the boat here, 53 Lego pieces, and it really floats according to Lego. So all the pieces on the inside there, again, filthy dirty, but that's okay. And then finally, last but not least, we've got the bag of Octan sets. No instructions or anything here, so I had to do some digging online to even find it out. I'm really excited about the Octan truck. Again, I can't tell, especially this one, can't tell if it's yellowed or just dirty, but super excited to dig into the bags there. So since the seller did a pretty good job of keeping all these parts and stuff like that separated, I'm not going to wash it all together, but I am going to separate them by type and wash all the parts separately and then try and do some rebuilding of these. All right, so this is the lot of set number 6338. All the parts here you guys can see, and time to disassemble this and get this in the wash. Next up, we've got all the parts from the Blacktron sets. Look at how shiny this piece is. That's pretty incredible. Of course, here's a better look at the boat here and the pieces that came with it. Here are all the parts that came along with the Octan sets, and you guys didn't really see earlier, but in the bag here, it looked like there was a few extra and, different Lego sets in there as well, which is pretty cool. And finally, here are all the parts from that LEGO Systems Racer set. I've sure got my work cut out for me disassembling all of these sets and getting all of the parts washed. I'm not going to show you guys this process for every single lot here because it wouldn't make sense, but what I'm going to be doing is deconstructing all of these sets, getting them into just loose pieces, and then I'm going to take them to my washroom and wash them up. I'm going to make sure all the dirt and stuff is on them because honestly, guys, they are really disgusting. And then once that's done, I'm going to let them all dry and then put them all in bags. So I started here with this one, this underwater set, and now I'm going to take it to the washroom and get it started on the wash. Alrighty, time to clean some bricks. So it's time to put some hot water in the sink here, add some soap, and then of course add the bricks. So after lots and lots of swishing the parts around, it's time to empty them out. And once they've all been swished around, they are then laid out on this mat to dry for a few hours. Honestly, you guys, I feel like this tray is going to be a lot harder to get washed. Sweet, all of the Lego parts are washed. Everything looks really good, and I can't wait to actually start sorting out these sets a little bit more. Sweet, you guys, it is the next day. That means these Lego parts have had all night to dry with the fan on here in the bathroom, so it's time to get them back to the Lego room. And now I'm going to do some building. I'm not going to build every set, but I have some free time this afternoon, and I'm just super excited to get into some of them. So I've already built this Lego boat here, and then I'm going to build this marina as well. So all the parts are out of the washroom now and back here in the Lego room, so I'm going to work on building these 3 sets next, but I'm not going to do that in this video. The last thing I'm going to do for this video is sort this one, because this is a set that, quite frankly, I just don't think I need here in my collection. I think I'm going to try and resell it to get some of the value back for this lot, and I'm going to take you guys along for that process. So like I mentioned, this is the set I think I'm going to try and sell on Bricklink. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and printed out a parts list here, so I can go through part by part and make sure everything's here, put everything in the bag, and then on it just mark any set parts that are missing and stuff like that, because I'm probably not going to try and complete it for Bricklink's sake, but we will see how many parts are included. Alright, so I went through all the parts and, did an inventory of the set. There was actually only 12 pieces missing, so the ones that were missing included, obviously, unfortunately, the octopus, some of the flowers, and just some other random pieces here and there. So I just circled it, and then what I do is I go on Bricklink here. I did the math. It was 96% complete, and I've listed all the parts that were incomplete. Most of them are basic, a few animals. So that way, when somebody comes and sees this listing, they know exactly what they're going to get. See below for missing parts, and then I said no animals or plants, because that's what obviously most people probably want to know. No box or instructions, and like I said, the stickers aren't applied the best in my opinion, just because I'm anal when it comes to Lego stickers, and well, this is just not it, but the person did their best. So I put it in there, and what I'll do now is I'll fold this up and put it in this thing, and it's actually already listed here in my store. It's one of 3 listings in the world. This is one of those sets, like, if it sells, great. If it doesn't, also great. It's just going to be a good one to have, and because it wasn't one that I was like, oh, I really, really want to build this set, I figured I might as well list it and see if I can try and recuperate some of my costs. Overall, you guys, I think this was an absolutely epic Facebook Marketplace haul. I built a few of these sets here, like this smaller boat, and of course this really cool harbor front here, which I think is one of the best sets from this lot. This was the set that I originally went in for, made a deal for like $20 on it, and then ended up getting all of this as well. I still have a few sets, obviously, to build over here, and then I'm going to list this one here in the Bricklink store. But for the rest of it, I think I got a really great value on this, and I'm very, very happy with this find. Now that everything's cleaned up, inventoried, and, built and ready to be put away, I would say this haul was a great success. So anyway, thank you guys so much for following along with me today. I really hope you enjoyed watching me do everything for this Lego haul, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys here in the next video. Thanks again, and have a great day.